In 1834, a ship called the Hesperus left Calcutta carrying just 36 Indian workers to Mauritius. They had no idea they were beginning one of the largest human migrations in history. Today, more than 18 million people of Indian origin live outside India. That's more than the entire population of the Netherlands. But this isn't just a story about Indians moving abroad. It's about how one community's migration reshaped global immigration systems and why countries around the world are now competing to attract them. Indian migration didn't happen all at once. It happened in 3 distinct waves, and each one changed both India and the countries that received them. The first wave was the indentured era. Between 1834 and 1920, Britain transported nearly 1.5 million Indians as indentured laborers to colonies like Mauritius, Fiji, the Caribbean, and South Africa. They replaced enslaved Africans after abolition. These workers built the infrastructure of empires, railways in East Africa, and sugar economies in the Caribbean. Today, their descendants form major populations. In Trinidad, nearly 40% of the population traces its roots back to India. The second wave was professional migration. In the 1960s and 70s, Britain faced a healthcare crisis. Its new National Health Service urgently needed doctors and nurses. India, producing English-speaking medical graduates, became the solution. By 1970, 18,000 Indian-born doctors were working in the UK's NHS. At the same time, the United States passed the 1965 Immigration Act, opening its doors to skilled workers. Indian engineers and scientists arrived just as America entered the space race and the computing revolution. Then came the third wave, the tech explosion of the 1990s. Silicon Valley had a problem, not enough programmers. India had the answer. The H-1B visa became the golden ticket. By the year 2000, Indians were receiving 48% of all H-1B visas issued in the United States. But here's where it gets interesting. Countries didn't just accept Indian immigrants, they redesigned their entire immigration systems to attract them. In the 1960s, Canada created the world's first points-based immigration system, rewarding education, language skills, age, and work experience. Traits Indian migrants had in abundance. The results were transformative. In the United States, Indian immigrant households earn a median income of $119,000 compared to the national average of $69,000. 77% hold a bachelor's degree or higher, the highest of any immigrant group. Indian origin CEOs now lead companies like Microsoft, Google, IBM, and Adobe. But the impact goes far beyond individual success. Research shows that for every H-1B position filled, U.S. tech companies created 5 additional jobs for American workers. In the UK, 30% of NHS doctors are foreign-born, with Indians forming the largest group. During COVID-19, Indian origin doctors were on the front lines. 3 of the first 10 healthcare workers who died in the UK were Indian. Meanwhile, India became the world's largest recipient of remittances, receiving $125 billion in 2024. That money funds education, healthcare, and small businesses back home. Indian migration didn't just benefit individual countries. It changed how the world thinks about immigration itself. By the 2000s, countries were competing for Indian talent. Australia expanded skilled migration. Canada launched express entry. The UK introduced the Global Talent Visa. Immigration policy shifted from who do we want to keep out to how do we attract the best? Because wealthy nations faced a math problem: aging populations, declining birth rates, and massive skills shortages. Japan will need 6.7 million workers by 2040. Germany needs 400,000 skilled workers every year. Canada plans to welcome 500,000 immigrants annually. Indian professionals proved something critical. Skilled immigration isn't zero-sum. When a software engineer from Bangalore moves to Berlin, they don't take a job, they help build an entire team. When a doctor from Mumbai joins a hospital in Manchester, they don't displace local doctors, they fill gaps no one else can. Today, migration is evolving again. Remote work allows an engineer in Bangalore to build products for a company in Toronto. Countries now compete not just for residents, but for global talent. And increasingly, Indians are returning home, bringing skills, capital, and global networks. This brain circulation may be more valuable than brain drain ever was.